Alright. Here we go. It's going to be a little bit more of a post-mortem on the thing with Andy, or Candy, or Randy. I think her name is Candy. Yeah, Candy. Here's the thing. Women are like dogs, okay? I've got a dog. Her name is Sweets. She's a senior Chihuahua. Sweets, I love you. I'm going to get you a kennel or some shit, because every time I bring a woman in here, I kind of think the net of you being here is you get in the way of sex. You turn it out. This doesn't seem alpha anymore. It seems like a fucking weirdo dude with a tiny little old crabby dog who smells. I love you, Sweets, but I'm just being real. And like my friend Margot in San Francisco told me, don't get a dog. It's going to kill your game. And I think the little dog thing just makes me look like a fucking pussy, and it dries pussies up. Anyway, more lessons learned from the thing with Candy. I still text women like 30 times in a fucking row after, you know, they withdraw or we get in some beef or something. Like, I would just be so much better off just sticking to a super bright line, hard and fucking fast rule of never double text, never do anything beyond a double text, and only do a double text like once a year per bitch, you know? So basically never double text or more. But I get into these things where I like to run my lawyer mouth or run my writer mouth, run my artist mouth, and it's almost never have I wound up fucking one of these women again. Candy, I might have fucked her again. Here's the thing, okay, here's where I pulled her the first night. We fucked. I was balls deep within like 30 minutes of meeting her at the club. Here's the thing. A lot of times, you'd be better off waiting. Women will punish you if you fuck them the first night. They will punish you for that. They're only going to fuck you if they see you as an alpha the first night, but they will, if you want to try to turn them into a rotation girl or more, they will punish you, and they will make you wait. They will dime you out that much more crummily with sex thereafter for not showing them the dignity of waiting or taking them out on a real date for sex. So they're going to try to rebrand the fucking shit by being stingy with the pussy for weeks on end and just making you put up with shit test after shit test after shit test. So most of the time, I really think you're better off not fucking a woman the first night. Here's where that goes wrong. Women are so fucking goofy and capricious that a lot of these women, if you can fuck them the first night, and your goal is to fucking bang out as many pussies as you can that are like up to your standards, you should. Because you never know what the fuck's gonna happen with a woman. A bird in the hand, two in the bush, whatever the fuck that shit is like, you could very well fuck a woman the first night, and if you choose not to, because you want to have more of a long-term game plan with her, just realize you're gonna leave some pussy on the table. Now, in some senses, because some of those women, whatever, they'll move to New York the next week, they'll fucking get back with their boyfriend the next week, they won't be in fuck frame the next week, and the stars will just never line up again. But I think long-term sex life strategy, mating strategy, whatever you want to call it, is you're probably better off not fucking any of these women the first night. When you're an alpha like me, that's difficult, bro, because women do want to fuck me the first night, and I'm super fucking good at convincing them to do it. The problem is it generally is a fucking loss for me. I'd rather have a consistent, I need a lot of sex, okay, I need a lot of fucking sex, and it's generally a loss for me when I fuck a woman the first night, because it's that much harder to turn her into a rotation girl, or to get in a serious relationship with her. You know, you could be with a woman for 10 years and she'll still remember that she fucked you on the first night and be better about it and take it out on you on a daily basis. It goes to their sense of value. It's like your big fucking close-up to show them that you're not a douchebag creep like all the other guys who can't even wait one fucking night to get his dick up inside them. And it also it makes it look like you fucking either are just that much of a pussy hound, or you're not getting enough pussy, so you're doing this thing of, I gotta fucking hit it when I can. I know a lot of people in the community, in the game, tell you don't let a white dripping pussy dry up, always escalate and shit, but I'm just here to tell you, bro, it's happened to me plenty of times where I fucked a woman the first night, and I know it cost me long term with her. So anyway, I fucked Candy the first night, and she did this thing near the end. I think
head west on Wilshire Boulevard towards South Mansfield.
I gotta stop doing this too. I was dirty talking her about daddy issues shit, which can be very powerful, no doubt. It's like the claw. It can be very, very powerful when it works, but when it doesn't work, it can be really bad too. It kind of worked with her, but she resented the fact that it worked with her. So, and her dad had died like within the last year or two, and she was very close with him, so it was a fucking a dicey fucking thing, and it cost me. But this girl was so difficult, honestly. I wouldn't have been surprised even if I didn't do that daddy issue shit. I wouldn't have been surprised if she was still difficult. The kind of thing where a woman won't give you fucking 10 seconds to finish up and bust a nut. By the way, she says this juvenile has said bust a nut. 17-year-olds say that. I don't like that shit. I don't like it when women are like, you can't be vulgar, and they can't see vulgarity as sexy, and we're always trying to like act in some fucking commercial to be as classy, sexy as... I don't like that shit. I like to say bust a nut in you. It's kind of sexy. And it's kind of just... It's kind of cold fish to be like, that's something a 17-year-old was... Obviously, I'm not a 17-year-old, babe. I'm 42 fucking years old. Grown man. Okay? If I say I want to bust a nut in you, I'm being playful sexy. Anyways, she does this thing first night where she won't give me 10 seconds to wrap it up and come inside her. And so I, of course, pull out, and once, you know, consent was implicitly withdrawn, and she tried to make some joking shit about that, like, oh, you didn't pull out fast enough. Later on, she retracted that joke, but I'm like, that shit's not a joking statement, and that was like a sign that that chick is fucked up, dude. And it's just not a good scene.
In 400 feet, turn left onto South Muirfield Road. Take the next left onto South Muirfield Road.
Who is this? Fucking Abby, trying to fucking play games with me? I'll play games with you, bitch. Alright? All that validation you fucking pump faked out of me the first night? I just negated all of it by texting you, hi Angela, just to be a fucking dick. And then when you fucking text me back, 3 emojis, I go, who is this? Like you bitches have been doing to me for years. Yeah, so she's trying to make little jokes about how she's gonna fucking act like she was raped or some shit because I didn't pull out within a 10th of a second after she said, I don't want to do this anymore. I don't want to do this anymore. She's got kind of a low voice. It's kind of sexy, but it's kind of weird. And honestly, for the record, I'm not trying to hurt your feelings, but when I first saw you in the club, it's been a little weird with the transvestites and trannies this year. It's especially up in San Francisco. I literally didn't know if you were a man or a woman. I fucking wanted to reach down into your crotch and do some fucking exploring, just to fucking be totally sure. She's an odd beauty. She's a beautiful, beautiful woman, but she has an odd look to her that, you know, if she's wearing her hair a certain way or dressed a certain way, and you only get 10 seconds to look at her, you might not be totally sure she's a woman. And that's part of that is just because these transvestites and trans people have gotten so fucking good at passing as fucking women, you know? Like the technology, especially the breasts, are just gotten ridiculous. ridiculously realistic looking. And but anyway, she's definitely a woman. And beautiful woman, wonderful woman, beautiful face, amazing figure, very feminine, yet kind of got a tomboy comic buddy gal pal quality to her that's very endearing. But anyway, yeah, so she did that. I think it was the daddy issue shit, and plus she hadn't had a shot of alcohol in 30 minutes, so she was not as tipsy anymore. And she wanted to just, I fucked her for 30 minutes, and I wasn't even close to busting a nut. And but I could have if she would have given me like 10 seconds. And plus I was doing the daddy issue shit, and I think that turned her on, but it also kind of made her mad and weirded her out. And so then we started to get really off on the wrong foot when she was like, pull out. And when women tell me to pull out when I'm mid fucking in flagrante delicto, it kind of pisses me off. It's like, work with the kid here, girl. Like, give me 10 seconds. And she's just like, I never come, so fuck you. You don't get to come. And which, okay, granted, ladies, but some of you ladies don't do a fucking thing to make yourselves come. It's like, listen, ladies, if I just depended on you to make me come, I wouldn't come that much either, babe. You know what I mean? I have to put in work to come, and some of you just sit the fuck back and like don't fucking even try to fucking contribute to your coming. And it's just like, but anyway, it's so okay, so what else did I learn from her? So then we got in a fucking thing like that, and I was pissed that she wouldn't even let me try to come. And I could just sense that she said something about being zero fucks given and blah blah blah, and she was putting on this I'm a tough girl front, which I don't think was that much of a front looking back at it now, knowing what I know about her. I think she is a tough girl, and she's a hardened bitch basically. So I was pissed at that point, and I was like, I can just see this is going to be another one of these one-night stand bitches. I do the slightest little thing to annoy them, and I'm fucking disqualified and out the door. And I get fucking tired of that. These women treat men as so fucking disposable these days. That's why, like, John Anthony says, don't even let them see your fucking Instagram. All it takes is one post or one picture that turns them off in some way, and you're out the door, you're next. These bitches have ridiculous abundance mindsets. It's just crazy how abundant they see the world. But the media has trained them to see shit that way. The media has trained them to fucking see men as worthless and disposable as fuck. And these women are good at it. Now, sometimes they're faking it because they've also been trained to fake that, but they also just really fucking feel that way in a lot of ways. So I could see that the daddy issues or me getting annoyed about her fucking not even letting me wrap it up and let me have a chance to come. I could see that like we were off on the wrong foot, and I had gotten slightly butthurt, and so I had to pull out a Hail Mary, or I knew I wasn't going to get a fuck this girl again, much less get to know her, much less get like any sort of relationship with her. So I fucking played some mind games with her, like I told her she was nice, but there was just something about her that was just always going to kind of prevent me from ever really investing seriously in her, and I wouldn't tell her what that was. And I'm sure to her, her neuroses was going to something about her physical appearance, something in particular, or maybe the fact that I fucked her the first night or something. But anyway, that really fucking stuck in her craw, and she immediately was like, wanted to know what the fuck the thing was. And it was interesting to see what a cat on a fucking string she was, or a cat playing with a ball of yarn about that. And then I spiked that up by saying, don't fucking leave any shit here just because you want a reason to come back. And she's all, if you think I'm ever coming back, sir, blah blah blah. Well, I fucked you again, sis, so you did come back, and obviously that shit worked. And then soon thereafter, I also posted a fucking thing on my Insta about it. So just detailing exactly what mindfuck I just played on her. which was a mind fucking in itself because one, she was creep stalking my Instagram and she found it and she got so butthurt and pissed and she goes, "You're a piece of shit, blah 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 blah." Meanwhile, it's like she was acting like a piece of shit. You know what I mean? Like all this fucking basically like pull out. Oh, you didn't pull out in half a second. I'm gonna act like you're raping me. Just playing ridiculous fucking games like that. And so anyway, that made her all fucking mad. And for all I know, all that toxic shit I did right now is the only reason I've even had any involvement with her for the last 3 months. Otherwise, I might have been another one of her 600 one-night stands that she's had in her fucking life that she told me about. At least. I wonder how many of them have been paid, but not because I'm judging it, but I'm just curious. How many times has she just fucked a dude because she wanted to fuck? These women get more, they get all, it's like a dick buffet of cock carousel to these women. They get so much dick. And a lot of them like getting dick, and they get tons of it. And anyway, so that whole first night, and then the next day with me posting that shit on Insta, somehow we did fuck again within like 2 weeks later. We fucked again, but it was kind of weird. It was like there'd been a bunch of toxic texting in between, and then all of a sudden one night she's like, "Are you gonna be out and about in Oregon? Because I'm going to the store and I'm just blah blah blah." And I come over and she's drunk. Not drunk as fuck, but drunk, and she's been drinking all day, and she looks like shit, and she's just, just basically, and that's another little fucking manipulative trick bitches do, is they show up looking like shit, letting you know you're not a big deal to me, and I'm not trying hard at this. So I recommend you guys do that to these bitches too. Just show up looking like shit. Show up looking like an unmade bed. Show up late, flake on them. But use all these hoes games against them. Flake on them, reschedule at the last fucking minute, do all that stupid fucking shit. Also, just like cut them off from sex, mid-sex. Fuck them for like, I'm gonna do that. The next girl I fuck, next woman I fuck, I'm gonna fuck her for 2 minutes and pull out. Make it clear that I haven't busted a nut and it wasn't premature ejaculation, that I'm just, quote, over it. And she's not gonna rape me anymore, because I'm done. I'm going to do that. Or I'm just going to get them wet dripping pussy, pull their panties off, fucking smack my dick on their fucking vagina, and then just be like, you know what? I just don't feel like it. I'm going to just start doing that shit to these bitches. These bitches have been doing all this fuckery to me for years. And I'm fucking over it, ladies. And bitches, once they think they're about to get some good dick, they get pissed when you withdraw it. They get real pissed. So yeah, she and I it was fucked from the start, baby. And I basically wasted like 3 months of fucking energy on this bitch. I've texted her I've done probably 85% of the texting, and we probably have 1,000 texts between us.